Karen again. Welcome back to our summer story time called Dig Deeper, Read, Investigate, Discover. Today, we're going to discover sharks. Ooh, not scary, not at all. Some fun, interesting things about sharks. My friend Miss Anna is going to join us in just a little bit, and she'll read an awesome story, and she's got a fun craft for you today, too. But I thought instead of talking about scary things about sharks, we would start with a silly story called Shark versus Train. Now, who do you think would win if Shark was facing off on Train? Well, let's see. This story is written and illustrated by Chris Barton and Tom Lichtenheld. And let's see what happens when Shark and Train face off, shall we? Now, at the start of our story, we see some pictures. Here's two little boys that are running to a toy box. They're rifling through the toy box to see what toy they could find. And guess what? They each find a toy. And look, this little boy has a shark, and this little boy has a train. The shark is going grrr, and the train is going chug, 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 chug. So let's see. Shark versus train. Who will win? Who do you think? Let's see. Well, who will win? Well, that depends on if they're in the ocean. The shark is saying, "How's that furnace working for you?" Doesn't look like it's working too good for the train. Or if they're on the railroad tracks. Trains looks like he's got a pretty easy job, but the shark is trying to pull his train cars, which doesn't work. It depends if they're on the seesaw or in hot air balloons. If they're roasting marshmallows, eating pies, or having a burping contest. Look at that train. It looks like he's got a pretty big burp, and I'm thinking he won that contest. Who will win? Well, it depends on whether they're bowling. Now, look at what the shark did there. He just chewed up all of the bowling pins. I hope he's not bowling at Jay's lengths because I think Jay would be pretty mad at that, don't you? It depends on if they're shooting baskets or going off the high dive. It depends if they are running lemonade stands, trick or treating, or giving rides at the carnival. It doesn't look like too many people want to ride in the Shark Tank, but it does look like there's a lot of friends that want to go on a train ride. It could depend on who gets to pick first. The shark is eating the ping pong paddles. The train, and who names the games? The train is picking out all kinds of train games. And who deals the cards? The train has got a lot of cards that the shark has bitten. But who wins if they're playing hide and seek or trying not to get shushed in the library? Look at the train is making a lot of noise. Chug, 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 chug. But the shark is saying, but I wasn't doing anything. Do you think Mrs. Karen would shush that train? Maybe. Performing in a piano recital or playing extreme zombie squirrel motocross. The train says, it sure would help if we had thumbs. Yep, says the shark. Exploring distant galaxies or sword fighting on a tightrope. Or, okay, says the shark, this is getting ridiculous. Now would be a good time for a break, said the train. Boys, lunch. And what do we see the boys do? There go the shark and the train right into the toy box. There run away the boys, off for lunch. And inside the toy box, we see the shark, and he's saying, next time your history, soot spewer. And the train is saying, next time You're Slunk, Squid Slurper. And that is what happens when you have shark versus train. That was a pretty silly story, wasn't it? I can't imagine a shark and a train ever going face to face. But if you use your imagination with your toys, it could happen, right? Just like those boys had happen to them. Now, sharks are pretty cool animals. They live in the ocean, and there are all different kinds of sizes of sharks and different types of sharks. Let's take a look at a couple of different types of sharks before Miss Anna comes to read our next story. There are over 450 different kinds of sharks in the oceans of the world. The smallest is the dwarf lantern shark, which is about 8 inches long. It's called a lantern shark because parts of its body glow in the dark to attract other fish. The largest shark is called a whale shark, which grows to be 60 feet long. That's as long as 1.5 school buses put together. The whale shark doesn't eat other fish, but instead feeds on tiny water creatures called plankton. Would you like to see some baby sharks? No, 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 not that kind. This kind. Baby sharks are called pups. Aren't those cute? Here's another interesting fact about sharks. They have more than one row of teeth on the top and bottom of their mouth. Their teeth are very sharp and can bite through anything. But those teeth often fall out, too. And when they do, another tooth grows back. A shark can go through 20,000 teeth in a lifetime. That keeps the shark tooth fairy pretty busy. Miss Anna is here now with a story about a shark who likes to show his teeth a lot. Let's find out why.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Summer Storytime. It's me, Miss Anna, and I have another great story for you today about sharks. Mine's pretty silly and pretty funny because it's about Smiley Shark, and this one's going to make you laugh a lot. So let's get right into it. Far away in the deep rolling ocean lived Smiley Shark, the smiliest and sunniest and friendliest and funniest and the biggest and the toothiest of all the fish. So there's Smiley Shark. Every day Smiley Shark watched the beautiful fish that dipped and dived, jibbed and jived, and darted and dashed with a splish and splash. Smiley Shark longed to splish and splash with the other fish, but whenever he smiled at them, they swam away. So all that school of fish are swimming away. I wonder why. Smiley Shark swam up to an angelfish. "Will you play with me?" he asked, with a big grin on his face. But that fish sure looks a little scared. The angelfish shivered and shook, and then whoosh! She raced away as fast as she could. Maybe with all that teeth, she's getting a little scared, as if she'll be dinner. Puffer was blowing bubbles. "That looks fun," laughed Smiley Shark, but Puffer blew himself up into a big spiky ball and pricked poor Smiley on the nose. Boink! Oh no, looks like Pufferfish was startled too. Starfish was twirling and whirling, dancing and prancing. "What fun!" giggled Smiley Shark. But whirl! Starfish twirled off across the ocean floor. Smiley Shark showed his toothy smile to jellyfish and octopus and catfish, but in a flash they all took off as fast as they could swim. Smiley Shark is looking a little sad now, with everyone swimming away. "Everyone is scared of my big white teeth," wailed Smiley Shark. He didn't feel like smiling anymore. Splish and splash, twirling and twisting, splashing and churning, the fish danced faster than ever. Smiley Shark watched from a distance, but this time something was very wrong. All the fish were trapped! "Help!" cried the fish. "Please help us, Smiley Shark." Smiley Shark swam around and around the fisherman's net. What could he do? How could he help? The only thing Smiley Shark could do was smile! "Ah!" screamed the fisherman, dropping his heavy nets into the waves. "I'm getting out of here!" he cried. Uh-oh. Looks like Smiley Shark scared him away. "Hooray!" cheered the fish. "We're safe. Thank you, Smiley Shark. So now all the fish are free, and I think they're gonna be friends. Now, far away in the deep rolling ocean live Smiley Shark and all his friends, and every day they can be seen dipping and diving, darting and dashing, splishing and splashing, and smiling. Now it's just not Smiley Shark who's smiling, it's all his new friends. Because now they aren't so afraid of him anymore. I hope you enjoyed that story and it made you giggle a little. But now it's time to see our craft. And I have a very cool craft today because you are going to make your very own shark. So you are going to make your very own shark with a clothespin, because with the clothespin it can go up and down. And you can see there's a little fish swimming out of the shark. Isn't that so cool? And now I'm going to show you how to make it. Alrighty, so once you have all your materials to make your clothespin shark, I can show you how to make your very own. So firstly, you're going to want to have cut out the pieces for your shark. So that means a blue top and a white bottom, and then a blue fin. But you can use any other colors you would like. And also you're going to need to cut out a little fish as well. So let me show you what to do with these. So firstly, you're going to want to take your glue stick and you're going to glue down the fin on the bottom. I'm just going to take a little bit of glue and place this down at the bottom. Just like so. So there we go. Now I'm going to put aside this glue stick, and then I'm going to take that toothpick and I'm actually going to cut it in half very carefully. So just like so. There we go. Now we have two bits of the toothpick. So I'm going to put that one aside and I'm going to use this part. So I'm going to hot glue down the fish onto this toothpick, okay? So with an adult supervision, you're going to want to take the hot glue and carefully place a little drop on the back of the fish. There we go, just one little drop because it's very hot and we don't need a lot. And you're going to want to place that toothpick on the back side of that fish. So now you have a little fishy. Alrighty, so once you have your fish all glued up, you're going to want to glue it onto the shark now. So I'm going to hot glue the fish just like this on the back side of the shark, okay? All you're going to need is just the bottom bit. All you're going to do is take a little drop of hot glue and place it on the back, just like so. And then you're going to take your fish and place it on that dab of glue. And then you're going to place it down on the back side of the shark, just like this. So now you have a fishy swimming into your shark. Alright, so once you have that all configured, now's the time to connect your shark to your clothespin. So this part's a little tricky, so pay close attention. So you're going to want to flip your clothespin over. And you're going to also want to flip over your shark as well, because you are going to place them just like this so that they're very close and next to each other. And then you're going to glue on the flip side of the clothespin. You're going to put 2 strips of hot glue down. Alrighty, so once you have the glue down on your clothespin, you're going to want to place it straight down onto your shark. So just hold it down for about 10 seconds. Alrighty, so you're going to want to flip it over after you're able to open up your shark, and voila, there is the body of your shark. So now I'm just going to take a marker and I'm going to draw some gills from my shark so my shark can breathe underwater. So I'm just going to draw some cute little lines, and then I'm going to hot glue down a wiggly eye. But if you don't have a wiggly eye at home, you can always draw an eye with a marker. So I am just going to plop a little bit of hot glue and then place that down on my shark. And there you go, there is my clothespin shark. I hope you enjoyed that shark craft today, and I hope you enjoyed all the stories that me and Miss Karen read to you. But we'll see you next time with more stories and another craft. See you soon. Bye-bye.